Welcome back to the channel. This is day 3 of our second honeymoon. In the last video, we left off in Meadows of Dan, Virginia, where we motorcycle camped for the first time. I also mentioned that the campground is mostly gravel or dirt, and some areas are a challenge to get out of. This was me getting the nerve to get out of said challenging spot. This was a beautiful campground, and the owners were so friendly and helpful. We got a late start that morning because, as I said, it was our first time motorcycle camping. So hubby rode down to the local shop to grab some breakfast sandwiches while I broke camp. This will be our first full ride by ourselves. It started out as a beautiful and warm, sunny day. After only 35 miles, we had to follow a detour off the Parkway as part of the Parkway was closed. The detour took us through a little town called Sparta.
This is Sparta!
Which, of course, you know we had to be silly. We stopped for gas and lunch at the Muddy Creek Cafe. I had probably one of the best Reuben sandwiches I've ever had. Although we spent the majority of the day on the detour, the scenery was still spectacular. It's important to always be aware of your surroundings. You just never know what could jump in front of you. Hubby was leaned over in a curve and a rabbit decided to run out in front of him. We're very fortunate that the rabbit hit his boot instead of going under the rear tire. That is especially dangerous on a motorcycle and could have caused him to lose traction and caused him to go down. I'm so sorry, little rabbit. May the circle of life continue. Every motorcyclist knows there's just something fun about brand new, untouched pavement. If you've seen any of my other videos, you've probably noticed I don't lead much. I don't really like to, and I'm not really sure why. I have been told I can be hard to keep up with when I lead. We were going to stay at another campground. When we realized that it was too far in the opposite direction, we decided to turn around. We ironically had a cell signal, so I called them to let them know we wouldn't make it, as they were expecting us. Hubby didn't realize I was still on the phone when he pulled away. We stopped at Elk Mountain Overlook. I was starting to get a migraine, and I always try to keep necessary medications easily accessible. I probably have half a dozen little bottles running around between motorcycles and purses. I was just trying to take it all in. There were no words. My guy knows just how to make me feel loved. I mean, it wasn't our second honeymoon for no reason. Today we rode around 138 miles. We stopped for the day and camped at Julian Price Memorial Park at mile marker 297. We met twin brothers Jimmy and Tony, who shared their campfire, whiskey, and many motorcycle stories. They told us about Grandfather Mountain. Thanks for the recommendation, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons so you don't miss new content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.